everybody, it's Jessica here from Double the Stitches, and today I have a tutorial for you for my brand new pattern, the Sunshine and Shade Cowl. Today's tutorial is going to go over the provisional cast on method, and that's what's used to begin your cowl. This cowl is worked in the round. It's a loop that is worked as a tube. And it's a really neat construction. We've got stripes that vary in shades, and then mosaic stitches. And it's seamless, it's joined at the end with Kitchener stitch. And in order to achieve that, we're going to use a provisional cast on. So let me get the cowl out of the way and let's get our yarn ready. This yarn is from Henlea Handmade. It's just beautiful colors, and I loved working with it. It's a natural farm yarn. It's dyed with natural dyes too, so it's really nice. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of scrap yarn in a contrasting color so that it will be easy to use later. And in order to do the provisional cast on, you're going to start actually with a crochet hook. And what you want to do is you're going to make a chain of approximately 90 stitches. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then using color A, in this case that was the gray that she called Thunderstorm. So we're going to use the gray to pick up 84 stitches in the back bumps of those 90 chains. And I'm going to walk you through all of it. So the first thing we're going to do, if you haven't done any crochet before, then this might all be new to you. If you have, then you may be an expert. So we're going to make a slip knot, and then we're going to tighten that up on the hook. And in order to make a chain, let's make sure I'm in view, perfect. So I'm going to grab the strand with my hook, rotate down and pull through the loop. I'm going to do this a bunch more times for you. So I'm grabbing the strand with the hook and pulling it through the loop. So I find that it keeps the strand nice and straight by holding the strand with my middle finger and thumb as I go. And as your chain gets longer, you can just move those two fingers up along the chain. And that helps alleviate, sometimes your chain will twist and turn and curl. But by pulling down, it makes it a little bit straighter, which makes it a little bit less unruly to work with. All right, so again, I'm just going to show you one last time, and then I'm going to go make the rest of these chains, and I'll come back and show you what to do next. So it's the yarn is being grabbed by the crochet hook. I am rotating the hook and pulling it through the chain. Again, grab the yarn with the hook, rotate it down to pull it through the loop. The reason that I do that is this loop that's on your hook is not it's not a circle, it's kind of an oval, and so is the shape of the head of the hook. So as we do that, it really secures the yarn under the head of the hook and makes it little bit of a tail here, and you don't have to start in the first one or even the second one because we've got 6 extra to work with. So I'm going to put my needle in to one of the bumps, right, just like that. I'm going to grab the yarn and pull it through. Let's get some more loose yarn to make this easier to do. And so I'm just going to go along the line through all of the bumps and just put the yarn, the needle into the next bump, grab a loop, whoops, and pull it up. So it's not that different at this point than if you were picking up stitches, maybe to make a button band or a collar, if you have ever knit a cardigan or a sweater, anything like that. So we're just going into the bump, yarn over it, over the needle, and pull up a loop. And we're going to do that all the way down the line. We're not going to stop until we have 84 on the needle. I'm going to pause and do that through the magic of video, so you don't have to watch me do all of that. Before I go, I just want to show you what it will look like. So this is the front. You've got your contrast color down over here. If I turn it over on the back, just so you can see what that looks like there for you. All right, so get busy picking up your stitches, and I will be right back. While you were busy picking up your stitches, I was too. We've got 84 stitches on the needle, and we've made sure that the contrast color that you used for your chain that you pick the stitches up into, in my case it's red, we want to make sure that's on the bottom all the way around so that you don't have anything twisted. You want your back needle to be the one that has the yarn coming from the ball, and you want that yarn to be on top so that it'll be ready for you to work with. The next step here is to join the stitches in the round, and I'm going to show you my favorite way to do that. This is something that I learned from the owner of my local yarn shop, and her name is Anne, and the shop is Infinite Yarns. So if you need a local yarn shop, you should check her out. And I have to give her credit for the technique because it's a fabulous one. Okay, so we're going to take the loop that's on your front needle, and you're going to bring that over to the back, and you can tighten that up a little bit. Now you're going to take the yarn that looks like the second stitch here. You're going to pull that over the first and over that first stitch on the back needle and onto the front needle. We can tighten everything up. Before we get going, this is super important. You want your contrasting color stitch marker. You're going to put that on so that you know when you finish a round, because we've got round counts on this, and we want to make sure that we've got everything going how it's supposed to be. And then you would just begin knitting. And I'm going to show you, I just knit 2 quick stitches. It's a little bit difficult to see here. Once we get going, you'll see it much better, but it's all securely joined in the round for you. Okay, so I will be back with the next video, and that is going to show you how to do the jogless stripes that are part of this cowl. So it's just my method. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I'll show you the way that I did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you.